The homeowner was fined $500 for parking in his own driveway, with the vehicle extending 6 inches beyond the sidewalk. He'd been parking there for more than 30 years.
That day I was at home resting and I didn't go out at all. I've lived here for 30 years and no neighbor has ever mentioned this.
The homeowner received a parking ticket last month on the grounds that his car was blocking the sidewalk, which he found unbelievable because that day he was at home resting and did not go out. And he saw the location. It seemed even more bizarre, right in front of his own doorstep. He had lived here for 30 years, and this had never happened before. In court, he told the judge that he had measured the bumper. The bumper indeed extended about 6 inches beyond the end of the driveway. There was 4 feet of clearance left on the sidewalk, with no one being blocked. Most importantly, his house is on a dead-end street, and the only people who pass by his front door are dog-walking neighbors. He had lived here for 30 years, and no one had ever complained about this. The judge reviewed the video materials he provided and gave no explicit endorsement or rejection, then asked the officer who issued the ticket about the specific circumstances at the time. The officer stated that they had received several complaints from pedestrians claiming that someone was blocking the sidewalk, making travel very inconvenient. They went to the scene and, after measuring, found that the bumper extended 14 inches. Photos attached to the summons could be viewed. The judge looked at the photos and they did not show the sidewalk being blocked. The judge then asked how many complaints there were in total. The officers hedged and said that some complaints were learned only when they arrived at the scene.
So in fact, no one has really filed any complaints and your officers are simply patrolling around looking for violations. Sir, parking there for 30 years without any problems constitutes reasonable use and the ticket will be dismissed.